Hi and welcome to the Inside Indian Football episode number 36. I hope everybody is doing fine. थोड़ा सा लेट आने के लिए मेरी तरफ से सॉरी. आई थिंक थोड़ी सी सेटिंग इधर उधर हो गई थी तो स्ट्रीमिंग का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा था, बट आई थिंक इट्स इट विल बी fine now. Hopefully my voice and everything is fine to you. The overall overlays changed today because of one of our editor unable to access the hard drive where the old overlays were there. So hopefully we'll adjust with this. The content is same irrespective of the overlay of the video. So don't worry about it. So we already have around 50 people waiting for this live streaming. Thank you everybody for joining in. No sound says okay. I think sound should be there. आप सभी को आवाज आ रही है? Hello, hi. I can see the message, but somebody says no sound. Is it true? Uh, Confused. Waiting for the confirmation that my sound is coming or not. No voice. Okay. So there will be maybe bit of low energy today, considering I taken my second dose of vaccine just a couple of hours back. So hopefully, okay, saying voice is low. So let me see if I will change the mic to normal mic. Creating an issue, so I'm just using the webcam mic. So hopefully now I will try to speak a bit louder. But yeah, uh, so vaccine will show it effect also. So थोड़ा सा आप साथ देना. Uh, so let's start the show. I think straight away with the AFC Cup. We have lots of things to discuss today. There is AFC Cup. There is SAF Championship, Under 23 AFC Championship qualifiers which coming up, Durand Cup which is going on, lots of stuff. Bengaluru FC, Hyderabad FC, squad analysis. These are the today's menu, and in the end, I will also speak about the. I have changed my opinion on who are the favorites for the upcoming ISL season because of I think what I saw in the AFC Cup for ATK Mohun Bagan. Now, I think now the I can't say that ATK Mohun Bagan. I'm not just saying on one match, but I gave a second thought, after that match and check the Indian players, especially. I think ATK Mohun Bagan, irrespective of the budget they have spent, the quality of Indian player is not at the same level, say, for say somebody like FC Goa, you know. So I think now opinion will be changed because there will be only four foreigners in ISL this season, which is very important now, considering that you have to play seven Indians. So I think that will change. That will change the criteria to judge the team upon. So that's one thing. So yeah, already people are saying FC Goa played better than ATK Mohun Bagan. What is your opinion? FC Goa played better and they played better against the better opponent. I'm not saying the team which ATK Mohun Bagan plays very bad. They are one of the favorites to win AFC Cup. Have been playing regularly in AFC Champions League. Won AFC Cup in 2011. So I think the result is not the which I'm surprised with. I was not hoping ATK Mohun to defeat them, maybe a close match, but my hopes were that ATK Mohun will lose this match. But the score line was, I think, big surprise to me, and that shows. And Lopez Habas also, uh, not giving importance to the opponent team. He went there with his own playing style, announcing before the game that ATK Mohun Bagan can beat them. And then after the game, he came up with the excuse that ATK Mohun Bagan haven't played matches, training pitches are not good, blah 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 blah. After losing, why you're saying this? If you want to say about number of matches, if you want to say about the training pitches, you say before the game, not after losing the match 7-0, 6-0, when whole country is watching you everywhere. And and just we have to be thank you for the other result in the AFC Cup, that India's direct spot in the Champions League is secured, irrespective of the ATK Mohun Bagan result. If that was not secured, this result would have made India lose that spot for sure. Thank God, but we will see Mumbai City FC in AFC Champions League group stage next season, which is now going to start very soon. So I think tactically Antonio Lopez Havas kind of underrated the opponent team. He went with 4-3-3 formation. I think which is another question mark to me, considering that his success in recent time has came when he played that 5-3-2 formation. And I think I can understand that maybe Michael Susiraj was not fully fit, maybe Parveer Das was not fully fit. But I think if you're changing your formation in a critical match like this, and before the game you're saying they will have everything to win the game, and then after the game you're saying, we haven't played league matches from March, and we played these number of games. Just for Havas and the new people information, Indian league system even before ISL came, calendar especially, the league usually used to start in the month of October and used to go till March or April, because in India to play football in the month of April, later part of April, because of the summer, and then in May, again summer, and June and July there is a rain. So usually Indian football, you have off season from April, May, June, July, and every team who have done well in AFC Cup for India, Bengaluru FC, Dempo, Churchill, Mohun Bagan, and they have done well with a similar type of calendar. To say that ATK Mohun Bagan played league match last in March, and now you are playing the AFC calendar works from January to December with break in the for a few months in the June and July. So they have a similar calendar for years. India has a similar calendar for many years now. Now after losing, you are kind of putting all the blame on the training pitches, saying our this is I mean, and this is one of the best excuses I've heard of. The training pitches on the training pitches which ATK Mohun train doesn't allow them to play the fast football, and that's one of the best excuses I've heard of from any coach in Indian football. We have heard lots of excuses, but this is best one. The training pitches on which we train, which ATK Mohun doesn't allow us to play fast football. So I'm surprised. And if you don't have a training pitches, instead of spending those crores of rupees on foreigners, you're paying somebody like 11 crores in 5-year contract. Ask your club to build a training pitch. It's not that they can't. We are not asking them to build a training stadium. Ask them to build a training pitch. That's not much to ask. Bengaluru has built their own. FC Goa has been doing not build their own, but they're kind of refurbishing the training pitches they have. And also, which Goa has done, and why Goa is hosting ISL again, is to maintain those training pitches. For example, when FIFA Under 17 World Cup happened, every venues which was Delhi, Mumbai, Goa, Kolkata got at least 4 training pitches, and then there was additional 2 more training pitches, and those were kind of built by government money, and it was the state government responsibility to maintain those pitches. Those pitches are nowhere to be seen in Delhi. For example, Goa has maintained those pitches. Similar were used for last year ISL, then AFC Champions League games in Goa. I'm not sure Kolkata has maintained those training pitches. Kolkata have good stadium, but about the training pitches complaint we have already heard of in Durand Cup, but FC Goa, Kerala Blaster, every coach has complained on this, because, and then you can say the rain is also there, but if you can maintain your training pitches, put proper drainage system around, it should not be a big issue even it's raining all the time. It's not that it's only the India who get the rain. So I think the excuses for Havas was very funny, by the way, and I think maybe he's taking a piss on Indian football fans, that don't hope from ATK Mohun Bagan to do well in the AFC. Another reason which I feel is there is no comments from ATK Mohun Bagan on the availability of Terry. And this I put it on my Twitter also. If you guys follow me on Twitter, just after the game I put a complete 10 or 11 tweets thread on the AFC Cup and Indian football scenario, comparing it with the previous time of when Indian clubs did well in AFC Cup. I think couple of reasons. Tactically, I'm not giving any reasons. Tactically, ATK Mohun Bagan should have gone with their 3-5-2 formation, which it tried and tested, I think. But these are other reasons which I want to highlight. First is FC Goa dropped Igor Ingalo from the Champions League squad to get the extra foreign centre back. In case of ATK Mohun Bagan, Sandesh left, so that was not in their hand. There is no comments from ATK Mohun Bagan availability of Tiri. Where is Tiri? He should have been part of this squad if they were taking AFC Cup seriously. That's one thing. If and they tried to bring Indian centre back in the transfer window, it's that they didn't get that centre back. Then the question is, if you don't have a proper centre back, should you not play back three? That will give you more defenders and more men to defend behind the ball. And that's one thing. Second thing which I want to also ask, touch upon, is the quality of the games they played in group stage, and this game is huge. The quality difference is huge. The group stage games were too easy for them. This game was too tough for them. I think this is on AFC. Before a couple of years back, there used to be conference model in the Asia. East Asia and West Asia. Indian clubs in AFC Cup used to play from East Asia. That's where Bengaluru FC reached semi-final, final of the tournament of 2016, if I remember correctly, because in that model you can play only East Asian club till the final. Only final you can face the West Asian club, and the quality of games, of course, West Asian is very high, but East Asian clubs are not that bad, especially considering there are lots of Asian club in the East Asian zone. And why AFC changed that? That also have stopped South Asian clubs to go ahead. Only one South Asian club is allowed to go ahead from now. Earlier, we have seen two clubs from India, two clubs from Maldives, even Bangladesh also qualifying from the knockout round. Now only one Indian club can go. So I think I don't like this, the new model of zonal, when we play the South Asian zone first, and the quality of South Asian zone is very bad. It's nowhere near to the game ATK Mohun Bagan played. So this is something on AFC. I think they should restore the old model. And we recorded the South Asian football podcast episode yesterday, and we had a guest from Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, and we touch upon this on a similar level, that why AFC has done this. And AFC has been biased toward, they think about East Asia and West Asia. They have not given any value, any importance to South Asia in terms of the calendar and the model of the tournament. In the Champions League. Another question which this is before, when the conference model used to happen in AFC Cup, Indian club used to play in the East Asia. In the Champions League playoff and qualifier, we used to play West Asia. So that was another. I'm not sure why and how they have done it. But considering they have now the only one South Asian club can go to the knockout round, I think this is bad for not just for Indian football, for South Asian football, because we have seen Maldives club also reaching semi-final. Somebody like New Radiant, I think, reached to semi-final twice. I remember, if I remember correctly. So I think that's also, it's now kind of pushing South Asia and South Asian football downwards. So I think that's another reason. Another reason which I think our club performance have gone down in AFC Cup in recent times since 2017 is because the increase of number of foreigners in I League, and ISL of course has the more foreigners. And I touch upon this earlier also. You play with 5 foreigners or 6 foreigners in ISL and I League, then you go to the Champions League or AFC Cup, we have to play with 4 foreigners. Luckily now, at least from this season in ISL, you have only 4 foreigners in pitch. So that will make club to build your squad around those 7 Indian players, not around those 5 or 6 foreign players. So I think that's another major reason why Indian clubs' performance have gone down in AFC Cup, especially. Goa has done well in the Champions League, considering Goa went with a plan. They knew who were the opponent were. They changed their tactical style. They changed their playing style. They dropped their centre forward to get an extra centre back in the playing 11 in the squad, foreigner. And they knew what are the limitation, and they knew what are the qualities, and they played accordingly, and they done well. I think that's what could ATK Mohun Bagan have done in this game. I think they underestimated, and I'm not sure what Havas and his team has done, and what their scouting, if they have any, have done. Haven't they watched the team play their previous AFC Cup game? I think they were completely outplayed by the opponent, and to say that it because of the training pitch, we don't get the quality training pitch to train on. I think this is one of the lamest excuse I've heard of from any Indian coach. And you guys, let me know what you guys think of this game and your opinion. If you guys can read on that Twitter thread which I put it on AFC Cup, and it's not on this game; it's on overall AFC Cup situation in last 5-6 years for Indian football. You can go and check on my Twitter, which is 7 Negi Ashish. Yeah, so let me take few questions from regarding this game first, and then we'll talk about Next topic says ATK Mohun Bagan became killer blaster in AFC Cup. Let's not troll the other club. ATK Mohun defense was very weak. The team was very weak overall. Did they take any shot on the target? I'm not checked the stats, but I'm sure they have. While watching the game, they have not taken a single shot on the target. Is Nepal is going to play a friendly against Oman? That's what Sagar Subedi was told. Sudesh was telling me the same, that they're likely to play one friendly, I think, on 27th of September. I'm not sure against Oman first team or Oman under 23 team, but they are playing a friendly against under 20 Oman uh, for sure. And thus we also discuss on Nepal domestic football in South Asian Football podcast. First episode should be out very soon. Why did Habas comment about slow pitches? He trained in Dubai ground. What exactly is the fast club? I think that's what lame excuse I heard from Habas, and then I think that was not any reason. It was just an excuse from his side. Uh, why? Only one shot, but not on target. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember them taking any shot on target. Every SAF team are preparing. Yes, that's Sai Ranjit, and I feel. How should feel bit of bad when we are discussing on South Asian Football podcast how your teams are preparing. Our teams are not preparing for sure. Maybe Igor Stimac feels that his team can win the championship irrespective of this training camp and all. Long ball tactics doesn't need good pitches. So that's the point. ATK Mohun Bagan is one of those club in Indian football who doesn't have any pressure not to spend money. Instead of spending 11 12 crore rupees on an Indian player or on a foreigner for a 4 5 years, spend those 2 3 crore rupees to build a training pitch. They have Mohun Bagan ground which they can easily rebuild, refurbish, at least pitch. They can't build stand for sure, but they can do the pitch work there, but it's not their priority, you know. And I think this season, and I was again discussing with the similar stuff with some of my friend, that some of these coaches and teams will get exposed for sure, because now with 7 Indian players in playing 11, I'm not sure now will ATK Mohun Bagan will able to play the similar type of football or get the similar result, because now the quality of the Indian players, it's not at the same level if you compare with Bengaluru FC, if you compare with FC Goa, even inside like Hyderabad, the Indian players are good. Even the young Indian players, not a big name, but the Indian players are good. Even so, that's the thing. Now coming into the under 23 team, as of now, we heard there is not a big camp coming up for under 23 team also. So another tournament we are going to go without any proper preparation. I think it's shameful for Indian football that we don't are not giving priorities to our national team and national team games. There is already some controversies going on regarding the players availability from club side. So let's wait on that. Officially, team under 23 team is not out as of now, but we have all seen that league team. SAF podcast when I think likely tomorrow, maybe audio version. We'll try to put it as soon as possible. Editor is facing some difficulties with his hard drive and all. So once that's sorted, I think that will bring you very soon. ATK was far better. Mohun Bagan ruined everything. You can't say that ATK never played in AFC Cup. FC Goa youth system, it's strong, and it's not a youth system, it's a pipeline of talent coming through Goan football. And here, not just FC Goa, I have to give credit to Goa Football Association also. The leagues I have seen personally, the age group leagues, the state league is far better than, say, for example, Kolkata Football League. Once upon a time, Kolkata Football League used to be legendary league in state league in Indian football. Now it's nowhere to be seen. For example, ATK Mohun Bagan doesn't want to play in Kolkata Football League. It's a shame that ATK Mohun Bagan doesn't have a reserve team to play in the Kolkata Football League, by the way. Same with East Bengal. So I think not just FC Goa, you have to give credit to Goa Football Association. Somebody says views on Brendan. I think Brendan need to score more and more goals. I know he has the ability to score goals, not just from free kick, from open play also. He need to get around, not just be happy with providing assist. Should be now scoring the goals, because we need a goal scorer at the national team level for sure. And I think I have no doubt on the Brendan quality to score those free kick, considering I have seen those free kick goal in South Africa when he was playing in that Safa League in South Africa with ASD Cape Town. Northeast Asian centre back, I think it's close, but still not officially done. Can't take name at this stage. Uh, yeah. I'm just sad players from my team are going out for their preseason to join camp for SAF, AFC and 23, and I was team I can waste time. So let me touch upon this. Again, this another point which I discussed on South Asian Football Podcast. And I asked these things to various physio, trainer, and the coaches how this work, and I hope you guys understand. So let's take an example of Indian senior team. They're playing game for Nepal, preparing a friendly. They have a training module and everything if they have, and I think they should be having. They are professional team. They have a training regime they are following for a Nepal game. Then they played those Nepal game, and it was a kind of a friendly, kind of a competitive game. So you are training in a module, in a regime, in a calendar. Now these players were sent to the clubs for their preseason preparation, Durand Cup preparation. Then you have a different training regime and module there. And now, as we don't have any camp, you're going to ask these players to come back to the national team, go through 3 days hard quarantine, have a couple of training session with a different training regime again when you're preparing for competitive game. This is not how football training works. And I have been chatting with a couple of people who are working in Europe, who train European clubs, then Indian trainers who doing Indian club. They say this is another disaster from Indian football team coaching staff. Have they given these players a different training program when they're going to preseason? Because preseason training intensity, for example, for a clubs will be different, and the training intensity required to play in SAF championship will be different. So this is another. I'm not sure what the fraternity was thinking on this. Will not say the coach is responsible, but national team trainer, have they given any program to these players? For example, Brendan and all FC Goa players, they're playing in Durand Cup. So they will be in the competitive training setup, similar with Kerala Blaster player. But then again, in Durand Cup, Kerala Blaster coach revealed that they just have 2 training sessions because it's raining. So how this training regime will work for these players when they come back to the national team camp now, and there is no camp, of course. They're going to be straight away a couple of training session, which is like training session before the game, before the first game in SAF Championship, and then play the game directly. The intensity required for these training session pre-season, before the game, build up during the game, it's totally different, and I'm not sure how they have done it, and what the thinking behind not to have. They should have might have gone Maldives bit early and then train, then have at least 4, 5, 6 training session before the first game. So so let's see how Igor Stimac managed that. IFF should give Khalid under 23 responsibility. I think that could be. ATK Mohun Bagan were even struggling against Basundra Kings. If Basundra Kings had not received a red card, they would have been qualified. And Basundra Kings is a good squad. We touch upon again South Asian Football Podcast. I'm coming in and again, and people are saying I'm promoting it. I'm not promoting it, but we discuss AFC Cup scenario and everything. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Next episode, we are trying to bring guests from Maldives or Sri Lanka also, and it's going to be fun. I think we're going to make it a very regularly. Why Neville was not chosen in AFC under 23 Pro Bowls? Shocking for me. I think the reason is AFF has a system of continuing with the players who come through the age group system. Mohammad Neville never came through the AFF age group system, so and I've seen this happen in past with players. They don't get the under 19, under 23 call up by AFF just because they're not a part of AFF youth development programs. 10-month league versus 4-month tournament. You can say that, but again, when Bengaluru FC did that, when they reached the final, the I League used to happen from October to March only. They have a similar calendar, so it's one of the reason, but you can't use that as an excuse to lose 7-0 in a continental match when whole Asia and India is watching you. So I think that's the point. Now let's come to the Durand Cup. Kerala Blasters is out of it. Shocking result against Bengaluru FC for them. And I think if you guys remember the last week episode, I touched upon this and I told you guys that I don't feel the club has checked their squad thoroughly and then decided to bring a coach. The coach likes to play 4-4-2. Current squad without the foreigners at Durand Cup doesn't have the personnel to play 4-4-2. Maybe now when the foreigners join them, they will play, they will do well. But I think irrespective of training pitches, irrespective of the rain, irrespective of anything, you can't lose against Bengaluru FC B team squad, and people can say, okay, it's good that Kerala was knockout, they can remain injury free, but then again, these are not good sign. Hopefully, the coach and the staff will be working on that, and by the time ISL come, they will be in better shape. But I feel that once the foreigner join, maybe they will have a easier way to play that 4-4-2 formation. But I think coach might be tactically should have been flexible enough, to change his formation during this Durand Cup match when you don't have any forward. You're trying to play two forward up top, Then Rahul KP and Andrew Luna was playing up top in some game. So I think then the coach need to balance it out. Early wake up call for him that Indian football is not easy. Now considering there are only four foreigners allowed, it's not going to be easy. So it's not the if lots of foreigners will change, the two more foreigners will come in and change the team completely. They had centre back, they had Luna, so they were playing with two foreigners, and then I got change over on the bench. So you have two more foreigners to join in the playing 11. So I think that's a wake up call for Kerala's head coach. Let's see what he do. My thoughts on Chennai FC squad for upcoming season, Indian football fan. I think if you go to the last episode 35, I discussed on Chennai FC and Odisha FC squad in that video. So you guys go to that have a detailed discussion on the Chennai FC. Today we'll discuss on Bengaluru FC and Hyderabad FC. Why ISL is not increasing the league matches for participating team in the AFC Champions League. 27 matches is mandatory for a team to play. They were supposed to increase it, but then COVID happened first time. Second time, I think they still, because it's home away and home model. So Goa infrastructure will be not to have these many games on those same pitches throughout in a small window. I think next season you will see extended ISL, 27 games, maybe one more team joining in. So you will have bigger ISL next season, considering that we don't have any COVID outbreak in the country. So if you guys have not vaccinated till now, please go and get vaccinated. We need our majority population to have double jab. Today I got my second dose, so hopefully everybody get this vaccine, and then hopefully the ISL will be back with a longer format, and hopefully that 27 games, with the 12 teams, then it will be around. If there will be a 12 team, then there will be nearly, if you 11 games you're playing, a team will play a three match against each team, so there will be 33 games, league games, at least against in a league phase only. If we get a one more team and then play that home and away and then home model again. CMAC needs some kind of excuse, right? What which is provided or played by AFF. Technically, Uzbeks have much better condition compared to India at the present time. We need to work more like Vietnamese. Gaurav Chauhan, and I agree. And I put it on Twitter also that main reason our club struggle against West Asian club is the quality of the local players. Usually their clubs which come to the Asia, they have majority of the national team players. In case of India, national team players are here and there. Bengaluru did well when because they have a good quality of national team player. I don't have any news on Nemil injury as of now. I was just after the game, just straight away came to the do video. So we'll figure it out and then share the updates again. ISL club squad are not updated in FIFA 22. What about Indian national team? National team unlikely to be part of FIFA 22 at this stage. I think they are working on behind the scene to get the rights and then get the players also. Because last season, if you remember, national team was there, but Ram and Suresh or Aman Raman was playing for the national team. There was not a proper players were playing. So I think they're going to fix that. So maybe not this edition, maybe next edition, or maybe they will fix it through the software update. Also, they can do it. Uh, so yeah, can you guess what sort of excuses team is gonna give after SAF? I think he will say that we are preparing for the AFC Championship, AFC qualifiers, and we didn't have much of training. So these kind of just like what Habas has given. Rumors are Mohammedan will join ISL, making it a four Bengal club. Isn't this unfair preference of Bengal clubs over states? Rahul, that's rumor. They are not joining at this stage. I'm told by my sources no talks have been taken place between ISL or FSDL or Mohammedan Sporting. I think it will be a new club which I figure it out. I think if they expand, because then of course I League, so eventually clubs will come when the merger happens completely. Uh, yeah, so AFC Cup is done. SAF under 23 preparations of Durand Cup. Today Goa played well. I think they defeated Delhi FC. So Goa is there now. Bengaluru will play there. So we have a semi-final lineup already set up for. I will just let me open my notes for Durand Cup. So Bangalore United got a bye to semi-final because there was a COVID case in Army Red squad. So Bengaluru United, Mohammedan Sporting have already in semi-final. They playing each other. FC Goa have reached semi-final. Bengaluru FC versus Army Green is the quarter-final four, which is going to take place tomorrow. So then tomorrow we'll know who will be the second team to play, the fourth team to join, remain the first three team in the semi-final. So I think it's Durand Cup is going good. Only hope is the infrastructure wise they should do better job, and because club coaches, I think that they have every right to say if they are not getting proper training facilities. These Durand Cup games were taken as a preparation for the ISL, and if you don't get proper training facilities, it's tough for clubs to prepare for ISL. Devender for SAF, we need goal scorer, and if Devender has been scoring goal regularly now for FC Goa, but I used too early to call him for the SAF. I'm not sure what his age right now, so maybe if age is eligible for AFC Under 23 Championship Qualifier, should be called up there for sure. Habas should coach India. Please, no, we don't want Habas to coach India. SAF squad announcement, I think it's likely to take place today's 24th. I think tomorrow or maybe tonight, maybe, or it will take place for sure. Now, let's move towards the next topic, which is Bengaluru FC squad analysis, depth analysis. So let's start with Hyderabad first. So this is Hyderabad squad. And of course, I am not sure that how many players from the reserve team who played in Durand Cup will be part of the first team squad. So the player I'm sure about, I have put the name in here. So this is their squad. Look good, but look thin on paper at least. I think the goalkeeping department, they have young keepers. Lakshman Katimani is there, but he's a veteran. They might need a youngster to step up. They have signed Gurmeet Singh also. The coach prefer to play 4-2-3-1. So in centre back, I think no doubt Wanan and Sana will play good balance in centre back department, but depth is not there. That's big concern for them. If any of their centre back get injured or suspended or anything, then your third choice is Nim Dorji Tamang, or you can ask How Victor to play as a centre back. So that's another issue of depth is right back department for them. Ashish Rai, their first choice. Sobik can play there. Pritam can play there. But again, they not a other clubs have at least two fullbacks. Left back, they have Akash Mishra, Pritam Singh can play, Dimple is there. Defensive midfield, Shovik Chakravarti, How Victor is there. And number 8, I think Hitesh, will see a lot of Hitesh this season. We have seen him last, kind of balanced by Sahil Tabora. Number 10, they have Adu Gracia. I think he will start for sure. Mohammad Yasir, who can play number 10, play right wing, play left wing. Abhishek Haldar is another option they have. That's the another weakness they come is the right wing and left wing. They can't play if they're playing these foreigners. Huanan, How, Ogbeche, Garcia, Hol Janaze can't start the game. So if that's an issue, then I think a first choice right wing is for them will be Mohammad Yasir or Nikhil Pujari. Similar thing on left wing, they don't have any left wing other than Halichan Nazri. Then maybe Aniket Jadhav will be used in a similar role of Liston Kalaso from left wing. So I think that's the department, they're weak into it, and I think they needed more Indian players. I think they need to sign couple of. They have youngsters coming up, but again, Aaron De Silva can play on both the wings, but still you need those legs in the wing. They don't have it. If you ask me, especially on the left wing, and I think. On paper, if they don't face any injury, the first 11 is very good. Maybe they have 4-5 players, but after that, the dip in quality is huge for them. So that will be concern. So they will hope that there will no injury. So I have made their two playing 11 for you guys. First is 4-2-3-1, very simple formation again. Huanan Sana, Ashish, Lakshmani. Then you have Hitesh and How Victor as a midfield pivot, and of course then you have Edu Garcia and Aniket Jadhav and Mohammad Yasir. I think I put it Aniket Jadhav on a left wing over Halichan Nazri. I think Aniket will be used in a similar role like Liston was used, and up front you will have Ogbeche. So I think this look like a playing 11 to me on paper at least, until the coach has played 4-4-2 with two sitting midfielder sometime in the last season. So I think let's see how they do it. But on a 4-4-2, this is the one option they have. In this, They can play the foreign center forward also, but I have put in Joel Chenazi on a right wing, Halichar Nazri on a left wing because he suits that 4-4-2 role. Aniket Jadhav goes up front. You can play Rohit Dhano there. And then of course I brought in Shavik Chakravarti because then when he play 4-4-2, he preferred to play with two defensive midfielder, and then of course you have Akash, Johanan, Sana, and Ashish Rai. So I think the wing looks a bit weak to me. If they don't play because they can't play Joel regularly now, because if they want to play Joel, then they have to drop one of their foreign Edu Garcia, for example, and Edu Garcia I think will play because he likes to play with 4-2-3-1. So I think this is something for Hyderabad FC. So if you any question regarding Hyderabad FC, I will take it, and then I will move towards Bengaluru FC also. Uh, Please don't spam. Let's allow other people to have their comments. Two people are saying same comment again. It's not good. Don't spam. Goalkeeper is weak. That's I feel also with Subrata Paul leaving. I'm not sure he's left because he went to East Bengal. Why Mumbai not some big players? They will play in the AFC Champions League. I think if Lobera is comfortable with the players, sometimes you don't need big players to play in the AFC Champions League. How many foreigners, for example, from this Uzbekistan club who played in ATK Mohun Bagan? You need good team, and if Lobera is comfortable with it, I think there should be no issue. There is Nikhil Prabhu. Yeah, I missed him. Nikhil Prabhu is there. Uh, I think depth issue is there for sure. And I think, but then they did well in Durand Cup, so they will bring players from that team also. But again, there will be a reserve league, so how they will balance accordingly, that will be a big question for me. When you will talk about Northeast United squad, I think very soon when the foreigners are done, I'm bringing the squad which are done, so there is no question mark. Don't need to do it again. Rohit Dhano can play as a number 10 or right wing. I think I've never seen Rohit playing as a number 10 or a right winger. I think he can play from left side, but I think and his physique is at this level is right now is not ready to be a center forward. So let's see how they use Rohit Dhano also. He's a talented guy, but his career has been up and down, up and down. Never got the momentum he needed. When we talk about that I touch upon, but the coach is good. Of course, the coach is good. I think they have first good 11. Afterwards, I think if the depth issue will arise for them, and I think Hyderabad is amazing youngsters, all experienced top foreigners. Can they be dark horses to win the field with amazing coach like Roka? Roka is not there, but Manolo is there. Yeah, of course. Sorry, he's also Roka. So yeah, I think they have a good squad, and with now as I said, the team who has good Indian player, they will do better in this ISL. And I have changed my opinion. I will come into this after the Bengaluru FC squad because I've gave my those favorites, and I've said that ATK Mohun Bagan and Mumbai City will be there irrespective of whatever happened. I don't think so now because the four foreigners I thought never came in my mind. After watching that game of AFC Cup, I have changed my opinion completely, and I think I have to rethink. So we'll touch upon that very soon. FC Goa, because playing in Durand Cup, so I thought we can delay that because fans are already watching them. Khel also played in Durand Cup, so I thought the clubs who are not playing in Durand Cup with their main squad, I will analyze those squads, so it will be better. Then of course we'll come to the FC Goa and all, and this is my preparation for the longer videos which I'm going to do before the season start. So don't worry about there will be a proper video for each team. Face scan of any player for FIFA 22. I don't think there will be a face scan from Indian Super League in FIFA 22. Maybe next edition, I'm not sure. Don't you think Hyderabad coach is much better than Igor Stimac? As of now, result-wise, whatever we have seen, he look better coach than Igor Stimac. No shame in saying that. Say Chennai FC, please. Chennai FC I've already done last season, last week, so you can go and watch that episode 35. That will be great. Anybody watching, it will be great if you guys can timestamp the whatever I'm talking, so that people on the who are watching offline, they can also watch the particular section if they want. So you can do that. It will be great. Now moving to the Bengaluru FC. Yes, so moving to the Bengaluru FC squad now, and I have some concern over here also. Depth wise, they look good, but again, I think they might have to play with one foreign center back. This is the reason because of they are saying the coach. And sorry for there is Kiko Ramirez is showing on Bengaluru FC coach, it should be the Italian coach they have. His preferred formation is 4-4-3-3. So please ignore the coach part. The preferred formation is well. So I think to play 4-3-3, I think we will see Pratik Chaudhary playing more than the King, maybe, or it can be anyone, Alan Costa or King. One foreign centre back, one Indian centre back will be there. The depth issue is also there for them for centre back, but then you have Sarthak Gulai who can play as a centre back also. Goal, they have Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Lara Sharma has shown good amount of talent in the Durand Cup. So I think he will be the understudy under him. Left wing back, I have not put Ashik Quran because I don't see him as a left wing. He is a left wing back or left back. So I put it Ashik Quran as a left winger. They have Ajit Kumar has done well in the Durand Cup games whenever I saw him. So the Prague is also there. Roshan is there. I think time has come for Bengaluru FC to give Ajit or any of these two players a chance in that left wing back or left back role. Defensive mid, good look, strong for them. They have Suresh, they have Iman, who can play the defensive midfield role very well. The number 8, they have advanced midfielder. They have Bruno Ramirez, Jayesh Rane, Ajay Chetri, Rohit Kumar. So they are good midfield. Attacking midfield, secondary striker, they have Sunil Chetri, Edmund Dalte, and Shiva Sakti, who has done well already. Good player. Right wing, Udanta Singh. Will Udanta Singh regain his form? That's a big question mark. And if you see, I have not put an Udanta and Ashik as a first choice because I'm not sure they are first choice anymore. Leon Augustine, Danish Farouk, Thoi is there. Then up front they have Silton Silva, Pin Sivara, Bidasagar, Harmanpreet Singh. So depth-wise they look good. Only concern is that if they have to play one foreign centre back, how they will deal with that. I think we know Bengaluru FC playing with those two foreign centre back because now there is only 4 foreigners are allowed. It will be a bit tricky for everybody to play that, but I think Bengaluru FC have good Indian players alongside FC Goa. So and there will be, I think, there is no cam in BFC to make a creative play because they are not going to play any cam formation. That's what I can told you. The formation they're going to play is this 4-3-3, and I see Sunil Chetri playing from left wing in this formation. Silva up front. I think it can be Silva, it can be the other foreign striker. I just put in Silva because he played in the AFC Cup. Udanta on right wing. I still think he is their best right winger. I said, not a goal scorer. Then of course in midfield it's going to be, if they play this midfield, Iman in defensive midfield, Bruno as a number 8, Suresh as a another number 8. It will be a good solid midfield for them. And then you have Ajit and Sarthak Gulai. I think their fullback department also look weak to me on paper for at least Costa and Pratik, or it can be King and Pratik. So I think one Indian centre back, uh, uh, one foreign centre back will be the preference for them. They will not play playmaker formation. This is the first preference I will tell they're going to do. Another formation which they have played is this. This is 4-4-2. And I have put in, again, as I said, I don't see Ashik Kurain as a left back, but I think coach might use him as a left back in this formation because there is no natural wingers. Then you need somebody like Ashik Kurain to go up and down on the pitch. Then in 4-4-2, it's a diamond. Jayesh Rane come in, Suresh come in, Bruno Ramirez is there, Iman is there, and then you have Sunil Chetri playing up front alongside Silva. So I think they're going to play this formation. I don't see them playing the number 10 playmaker formation. So I think this is what do you guys think? Which formation they should use of these two? And are they looking a title contender for you? Considering there is only 4 foreigners are allowed. They have Sunil Chetri, they have Udanta, they have Ashik, they have Suresh, they have Jayesh Rane, they have Sarthak Gulai, they have Pratik. They have good Indian talent. So can they? Win ISL with this kind of Indian team, with this kind of playing 11 and this formation. So let me know which formation you guys liked more for Danish plays at centre midfield for Bengaluru. Yeah, but I think Danish will be used in that secondary striker and a left winger role. Is Sunil Chetri career as a striker finished? I don't think so. He has played as a striker for India and for Bengaluru FC. But again, I think he is more used in that left-sided forward role than this centre forward at this stage. They have Chetri, Bidisagar, Leon, so can go with two foreign centre back. Yes, that's another option. But I think coach prefer to have that foreign centre forward up front. To go with 2 Indian centre forward will be tough for them. But again, can be good, and the depth they have, it does provide them option to to go with any kind of setup with two foreign centre back, then put Sunil Chetri and Vidyasagar or Sunil Chetri, Leon Augustine, Sunil Chetri or Danish Farouk. So they have lots of option in that department at least. Ashik could have been developed as a striker. I agree. Ashik played as a striker. Ashik played as a striker for Indian football team in Asia Cup, and now he just get time as a left wing back or left back for the national team for the club. I mean, this is killing a talent. And yesterday, a Pakistani guest on the podcast asked me that who is after Sunil Chetri, who I think can score goals, and I did not have any answer, and they were also laughing because I told him we had Manveer Singh scoring goal. Manveer Singh was top scorer in the last SAF championship, and now Manveer Singh is kind of converted into wide right wing back forward role. I'm not sure what kind of role Habas plays him into. And surprise to me is that CMAC is using him in a similar role. If Manveer Singh doesn't have a place as a number 9 in the Indian team, he should not be starting as a right wing. I'm absolutely sure about that. That if he is playing as a centre forward, he should play. I don't see him as a right winger. I think you play wingers who are naturally a winger because they will know that what kind of situation, what kind of things they need to do as a winger. So that's it from the topics I have picked for today's video. Next video maybe we'll go with FC Goa and Kerala Blasters squad analysis. I think, and this will be 6. Then of course, in the meantime, East Bengal will be ready. So maybe East Bengal, ATK Mohun Bagan. By the time if Northeast get ready, then Northeast will be also due, and Jamshedpur is also remaining. Who is the best Asian signing? Interesting. I like what on paper Bengaluru FC player doesn't look good enough, but he is good player. I was just checking his instat, his touches and all looks good as a defensive midfield. I think Chencho, one of the lowest, I will say till now, for sure. Fox at FC Goa looks good again. So I think Jordan Murray at Jamshedpur also look good. Mumbai City FC Asian signing also look good. So on paper they look good. I think, but I did not like the Chencho signing for Kerala Blaster. And considering they needed somebody to play in that midfield, they didn't got foreign midfielder. And podcast coming very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Creative player Bengaluru, I think they're not going to play any creative player formation 4-2-3-1. They're not going to play. If they play that formation, I think Sunil Chetri will play as a number 10. Is Bengaluru coach less attractive CV wise? No, I think his CV is good. It's just that Bengaluru went from Spanish to Italian. It was a bit surprising, but I think they needed the change of system, change of scenarios for them to change their results. They were not getting the result they needed. I have hopes from Juan and Roca only, who can develop good young Indian players. Is any Indian signing remaining for Northeast United? They were talking to some players who were playing last season I League, so I'm not sure what happened to that. Khalid personally is looking into those. So I think they have to see the foreigners before I think getting more Indian players. Which channel we broadcast SAF? I think it might be Eurosports. I'm not saying that they're going to, but this is just I'm hoping and judging for that Eurosport might do it. Well, last time they did the friendly games, Yep. We have over 150 people watching, just 124 likes. So if you guys liking what you're watching, just hit that like button. Let's hope to get cross 200 likes. Best coach CV wise in ISL. Chennai FC coach CV looks interesting considering that he has good experience in Asian football. Of course, previous coach I'm not counting. One has good CV. I'm just talking about new coach. Kerala Blaster coach CV, okay, above average, not that as good as Chennai FC one. Odisha FC Kiko Ramirez, good CV, good coach. So let's say I think that's it. Other coaches we all know about. Kumar Reddy says, why ISL team play with slow movement when compared to FC Nasif? It's not ISL team, it's ATK Mohun Bagan who's preferred to close, who prefer to play slow, long ball, counter-attacking football. FC Goa doesn't look slow in the AFC Champions League. By the way, when they're playing the AFC Champions League game, again, better quality team. I mean, so that's a dislike for not answering If I can see your question, I will of course definitely answer. What kind of coach Said Abdul Rahim Saab was? I think he and after I think last week also asked. I was reading about him, talking to some people who have not seen him, but who have seen people who knows people who have seen his team play. He used to like a total football kind of football, he likes to all his players to attack, and there were chances when the team was chasing the game, India was behind. He used to put his center back, the center forward. By the way, there's a good Indian player who has done that on a regular basis for him. So I think he was a coach who used to, and of course the situation doesn't allow us to have it. There is no tiki taka football that time, but India used to play a kind of controlling football. Used to prefer to play a different kind of football in different situation when they're chasing the match. They used to put the center back as a center forward, and then go the long ball sometime. When they were controlling, they were used to control the position. So I think that's what the Indian football should be. We should not be playing a long ball. We should not play with tiki taka or something. We should be playing according to situation. We should have that tactical flexibility, which, for example, Antino Lopez Hava didn't show in that AFC Cup game. Is JJ future sorted? Not sorted as of now. Rahim invented 4-1-4-1 formation. Yes, you can't say he invented, but yeah, that is a total football because he used to like everybody to attack and defend. And I think I was if there was a video series of Novi sir and I was discussing about him in this channel. I think it's 4, 5 years, 6 years ago. Video we recorded that we discussed about those videos. It's in this channel. There are 3 videos regarding that because of course I have not watched him, so we have to be dependent on people like Novi sir. I hope he get well soon, and just pray for him. That's the another thing I want to say because I just remember of him that he's not doing well at this stage. How we can get a more goal scorer in Indian national team? I think now we will hopefully will have more goal scorer with just 4 foreigners. That means ISL club have one center forward foreigner playing in the pitch. They have to depend on the more Indian players. Does Rahim Ali has a relative in Nepal? Afe, I'm not. Actually, you just maybe saying because of the man of the match. I'm not sure. Why no ISL Ali clubs have no academy except few in mandatory? It's mandatory, right? It's mandatory to have youth teams, not mandatory to have an academy. So that's why maybe they don't have. Ashish by off topic, but still asking thoughts on football account like 7 Football 90 stoppage on Twitter. Good for Indian football, popularizing the game. Fantastic. The more people speak about it, the better the job they will doing. Only complaint. I will not say the complaint, but only thing I want to say to and they are doing. I think somebody personally putting their time into Indian football to try to popularize the game. We should be thankful to them. Only thing, and it's not a complaint. Only suggestion is small suggestion. I personally feel because I follow these kind of account for European football. In general, they share original link in reply of their tweet, so they can share whatever they want to share for those article information. But please, it will be great if they can share the original link because you have to see the media houses are spending money, generate those article content, interviews, and everything. If people doesn't go to those articles, these media houses will be shut down at one day because there is not enough written from Indian football for these media houses. This is just small suggestion. They're doing fantastic job. Harshit asked the question, so I touch upon that. Do you think? Do you think AFL will sack T-Mac if disastrous performance in SAF Cup and give national team to Indian coach? I don't think so. That's going to happen unless we lose all the games and the media pressure and the fans pressure is there. So let's see. Mumbai need a India winger. I'm not sure they need any. They will sign any Indian players or the quality of Indian players available for them to sign now. ISL foreigner quality comparing other AFC clubs. I will not say there's a huge difference. We are not doing well in the AFC Cup because our local players are not at the similar level of the countries we are playing against. Foreigners, ATK Mohun Bagan foreigners were kind of good on the similar level, but Uzbekistan club was there. So that's the point. I think, of course, the top league like Chinese Super League, A League have a good foreigners. Thai League have good foreigners. Middle East, Qatar is signing James Rodriguez, by the way, so they have good foreigners. So we are not at the top 10, I will say, but you can find ISL foreigners quality at from 11 to 15 or 11 to 20, in ranking wise in Asia. Will ISL Reserve League happen in? That's what I've told that it is on. club are asked to prepare for it. So let's see. I think if it will happen or not. No investment update for Killer Blaster, Atul, Grish. Any BFC preseason friendly update? I think they will play uh, uh, 3 to 4 preseason friendlies, a mix of in Bangalore and Goa before ISL start. Shane Lowry to Northeast United, have to check Shane by. Shane is asking about Shane Lowry, so that's interesting. When will the damage demerge occur for good for Indian football and the fans who lost their club they love? ATK victim of Mohun Bagan, false dominance and lack of funds, and feel like suiciding. Remove Mohun Bagan, says no. So we have Mohun Bagan fans saying remove ATK. Now we have ATK fans saying remove Mohun Bagan. I think maybe good for Indian football if both clubs go separately. Jamshedpur analysis. I think next week for sure I will take Jamshedpur. And it's not analysis, it's small depth chart I'm preparing for my longer video, which I'm going to do later before the ISL start, just for preparing. So I thought started sharing here also, because then it will also mean that I have more content to share with you guys. What are your comments on CFP coach saying 8-week preseason is enough? Will it backfire on him? I think in general 8-week preseason enough if you compare to Europe. Clubs generally have 6 to 8 week preseason. In India, maybe if Chennai FC player keeping themselves fit, it should be enough. Kerala New Jersey opinion. I think I have, because as a fan, I'm an Indian football fan. I will can't rate any club jersey, but I think jersey look clean and neat. I like the way the logo placement they have done, the way they have done logo compared to the previous season. So that's good for Kerala fan. And while we on jersey topic, let me touch upon our topic of Jamshedpur FC fan protesting against club Nivea and Tata Steel for the jersey, changing the jersey of Jamshedpur. ATK Mohun Bagan jersey is also not changing. So I was discussing, I have the notes with me. I was discussing with the various manufacturers and my sources along. And thank you for somebody asking the jersey question. I forget this topic all of a sudden. And I think many Jamshedpur FC fans are also watching. They will like to know the update on the similar thing. So Jamshedpur have not changed the jersey since the club is launched. I think so. What I'm told here is that globally, not just in India, jersey prides and design and everything is with the club. Manufacturers come for a temporary period and get changed. So ideally, what they do before start of every season, they send various design, say 20-25 design to a club, asking these are our patterns. So Nike sends to their club, Adidas sends to their club. In case of India, 656 send to their all the clubs. Nivea will send. So I'm told Nivea send it every year to ATK Mohun Bagan, Jamshedpur. These are the patterns we have. Suggest the design you want for your own jersey. If you don't, we'll suggest you accordingly. I'm told there is a feeling in the club that need to change the jersey. Nivea have been always telling all the clubs that they do it every season. They send all the design to the clubs, and surprisingly, Jamshedpur FC, I'm not sure who and how have not changed their jersey once. I think club desperately club fans desperately want a new jersey. Another point I was told that sales of the jersey is not enough for clubs to change the jersey every season. So this is the point I was told, sources close to the development, that the the selling sales of the jerseys are not enough for the clubs to start the change the jersey pattern every season. Kerala Blaster maybe have a higher sale compared to Jamshedpur FC. So that's the point. Bengaluru FC maybe a higher sale, considering these are metro city. Jamshedpur is a town. So I think that may be the reason they have not changing the jersey. What about FC Nazif? Nacharov, he came from under 18. Or FC Nazif, why SL team don't have an under 18 teams? They do have under 18 teams. FC Goa have, Bengaluru FC have, Hyderabad have, Kerala Blaster have, Jamshedpur FC have, Odisha kind of have it, not that well. So it's not all the AFC Cup don't have it, but yeah, we should have we need to do better in the youth development. You have to also, the Uzbekistan always does well in Asian competition for the age group national team tournament, under 16 AFC Cup, under 19 AFC Cup, under 23 AFC Cup. They always do well. And now sadly the construction have already started again, so it will take time. The new office is building up next door, so sadly they start work after the office are finished. So I think amazing. Another good episode. Great to talk to you guys. The podcast episode will be soon on this channel and everywhere else. We're going to. It will be a new podcast on the. If you're going to watch on Spotify and these kind of thing, you have to just search for South Asian Football Podcast when it get published. So, and you can of course follow me on Twitter to get all these updates. 7 Negi Ashish is my Twitter handle. Given on the discussion tab also. See you guys again for the episode number 37. We're bringing lots of content, maybe a FIFA gameplay content I'm going to plan also very soon. What are your thoughts on many Chinese SL teams shutting down? I think that's what happened when you spend over the top for the foreigners. That's my point. The balance need to be there between spending money for foreigners and spending money on the grassroots development. It's important. Longer term, your club will never sustain if you keep on buying new foreigners every season. Jamshedpur is city, but not a metro city. That's what I said. Jamshedpur is it's a, Dehradun is like a town. I comes from Dehradun. Some will say Dehradun is a city. It's not as city as say Mumbai, Bangalore, or other these kind of city. I'm saying it's city, but it's a smaller city compared to these town. I come from Dehradun, and I will all say Dehradun is a town. Even the Dehradun have all the facilities of the city. Raj Atwal interview. I'm recording his podcast Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday. Any Odisha FC fan watching, any questions, you can send me on Twitter, anywhere else. I will suggest. I will take those unique questions. Don't send me the common question. What you going to do? Blah blah blah. Just send some unique question which you want to use, which you want to know. And he has already given lots of interviews, so I need to make it very unique for you guys. So just send me your questions on Twitter. You can take my Twitter in description tab. Did I miss the women's football part? Did you miss to cover? Uh, okay, yeah, I missed to cover women's football also. India is playing 4 friendlies. AFF announced they are already training in Jamshedpur. So national team is the women's national team was preparing for AFC Asian Cup, AFC Asian Cup, AFC Asian Women's Cup. They're going to go play 2 friendlies against United Arab Emirates and Tunisia on September 30, where they will leave from India for UAE. After those 2 friendly, they will travel to Bahrain to play 2 friendly against Bahrain and Chinese Taipei. So and then they will be going to a training camp in Sweden, where they will face 2 Swedish team. And of course, this is subject to permission of Indian citizen arriving to Sweden from relevant authorities. So I think this is good preparation for them, but I will still feel they should have allowed the league go, women's league go parallelly. They should not, even the national team players not playing, doesn't matter. You can have women's league for other players. Maybe they could have find a new talent who can come in at the last moment to the team and help the team in the AFC Asian Cup. And they will remain be part of Jamshedpur, training there in the facilities provided by Jharkhand government. I think that's good that state government like Odisha, Jamshedpur, now Kerala, they're taking lots of interest in Indian football. Hopefully, other state government will also step up. We already seen Mamta Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, also taking lots of interest in Indian football. I think it's great for Indian football, like the government in various state coming into the Indian football, helping Indian football national team. So that will be great. Northeast preseason update. October first week, I think. Sumit Rathi came from ATK reserve team. ATK played the CFL before the merger. Mohun Bagan destroyed the team. Remove Mohun Bagan, says Soumyadeep Shah. So I think this is going to be neck to neck between ATK fan and Mohun Bagan fans now. Uh, is there any chance of investment in Northeast in future? Northeast had couple of talks last few years with various investors, but never a deal got done. I think they, of course, Mr. John Abraham is looking for a co-investor, co-owner to come on board for sure. I asked a Jersey question, can you make me moderator? Said Kerala. Uh, yes, so let me do it right now. We need more moderators going ahead. We need more and more people doing stuff for us. What do you make of Kerala Basta preseason model? I think the coach, I feel for him. Uh, it doesn't work the way he wanted to work, but let's see now what they do after this. But thumbs up to Kerala Blaster marketing, social media team. They have raised their standard. It was very basic a couple of years back, considering the amount of fan following they have. I think they're doing good job now. Pre-season match, live streaming. There are lots of video content, lots of high quality photos coming up. I think it's good that Kerala Blasters started taking media, PR, social media seriously, which was not same say couple of years back for them. AFC Champions League 2023 slot confirmed for India. Yes, it is confirmed. Will East Bengal comfortably play 2022-23 season? Unlike such uncertainties, both these season still not done. Rahul, still not no deal has been agreed between the Sri Cements and East Bengal. So let's see. Super Cup, nothing. I think end of the season they. But again, I'm not sure that it will happen end of the season also. Now Indian CB's most valuable player. Now, of course, if you have to play four foreigners, now you have to balance it out. And before I end this, I have to take my comments saying Mumbai and ATK Mohun Bagan will be easily reaching playoff. I change that. I think at this stage, I only see FC Goa being the favorite for the playoff. This means there are three spots open according to me. So those three spots can be taken by Bengaluru, ATK Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City FC, Odisha FC, Hyderabad FC, Kerala Blaster, Chennai FC, Jamshedpur FC, even Northeast. So it's open for everybody. Come and take those three spots. I think at this stage, seeing the way depth and everything, I think Goa looks good to me, strong on paper to win that league stage. I'm not sure of playoff because these are one-off games sometimes. So I think league stage, Goa looks strong to me. Let's see how other teams start upping the game, considering they have to play only four foreigners now. What do you think of Kerala new foreign centre back signing, Srinath? Honestly, if you ask me, I'm not sure these season foreign centre back are the improvement on the last season foreign centre back. The stats, numbers I have gone through doesn't suggest me. So let's see. I think until we watch them playing in tandem, we can't say it. I see by at least give the nationality of Northeast Asian centre back. I think they are Australian centre back. They were talking, but they were talking lots of Asian centre back also. Let's just check with the last conversation I had with the source. So let me give a name which they were talking to and which they have not signed. It's Yasir Hamid. He plays for I think Palestine national team if I'm not right. Let me check. I'm searching for Yasir Hamid in Pakistan. I think that Palestini footballer Yasir Hamid, they were talking to him, if I remember correctly, his nationality. Okay, is Hamid, not Hamid, Hamid, sorry. Yes, Palestine national team player, they were talking to Yasir Hamid. Eventually, and he is current international, young, 23-year-old. Khalid wanted to bring him to India, deal fall off. So that's the only update, a name I can give you at this stage because that deal is called off by from both the parties. But they were talking to Yasir Hamid. I will just put his name on a chat if you want to look. He was a quality player, young player playing for Palestine national team, 23-year-old. So Khalid wants to sign an Asian player like this. He don't want an old Asian player. So this is his name. This is for Northeast fan. They have been always asking. So I can't share the names they are talking to, but this deal is off, I'm told. So this is the name they were talking to, a couple of weeks ago. So at this stage, but looks now, to me that that this deal is off for Yasir Hamid for sure. So let's see. I think what they do with the Asian centre back, but they were talking to Yasir Hamid, couple of weeks ago, and so Khalid wants this type of centre back, this type of Asian foreigner. So let's see who they get. I have to wait before they finalize it. Did Chennai FC looking for an investor? They were talking to Chennai City FC, but the deal fell off. According to you, what's the ideal foreign signing centre back with respect to position for any team this season? Four centre back. I will talk about four foreigners in a playing 11. I think foreign centre back they should have, or one at least. Then you should have one defensive midfielder foreign and one attacking midfielder foreign, and then one forward foreign. Then that's allow you put an Indian centre back, Indian centre midfield player, and Indian two wingers, and then Indian striker if you need it. I think ideally that's give you the strength in each department, and that will help club. Is KP Rahul potential decreasing after his move to Kerala Blaster? I think this is for many young players at Kerala Blaster. Gibson Singh, what is the future at Kerala Blaster? We're not sure. He signed a new contract. How many minutes Rahul KP will get? Sahel, which position he will play if he is not playing 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, he will play on a wing. So you can ask for all these players, but they will get the chances. They have to take the chances also. Why audience will buy jersey if their price of jersey is can't be bought by masses? Kumar Reddy, a very good question. I think club need to be smart, understanding what kind of audience they have. Not every person in India can buy a luxury of to buy a football jersey for 1500 rupees. They can think of for 700, 800 rupees, because eventually they buy these replica for European club for 400, 500 rupees. I think club need to be smart. If replicas can be built for cheap for these European clubs, I think they need to talk to the jersey manufacturer. Don't sell the original jersey. You can sell the replicas, for 600, 700 price. I think that's a right price for Indian audience. How ISL club will become profitable in future? Shashank, long topic, bhai, but short notice. Get your players from grassroots, spend less on salaries, TV revenues from sponsors, revenues from transfer fee from selling players, revenue from deal like ISL in FIFA, EA Sports that will put revenue in their pockets. Kibu Akina versus Vconomic, any similarities or difference? I think both are very different coach. Similarities, I have not seen anything. Different coach, just like Carlos and new Bengaluru FC coach. Different coach, different setup, different style of football. So I don't see any similarities. Yeah. So touching on revenue part, so these can be a revenue segment for the clubs. Digital content also can be a good revenue source going ahead in future, considering the people are consuming lots of digital content in India. Many ISL clubs are waiting for signature on Thapa and Changte next year. There should be. I think Thapa is kind of one of the best Indian players in the market in Indian football right now, and Changte is one of the good winger in Indian football. So I think they'll be in demand for sure. Nemil is good as a Brandon. Even look good goal scorer to me, and considering watching Brandon for very long, I still feel Brandon have that one more level to go. This is not still best Brandon we are watching for FC Goa. I want him to score more and more goals. Nemil is still young, and considering at 20, I think Nemil look more mature to me when Brandon was at 20. So that's what I can say. We can't say that he is better than Brendan or is good as Brendan. But at 20, at 9, the age Nemil is part of, and he looked better player me towards Brendan was at 19 and 20. But current Brendan will have another level to go, man, where he can. I think Brendan should have at least say 14 to 15 goal and assist combined season. 5-6 goals, 7-8 assists in a season for FC Goa. He has that potential to, that much talent also to do. So let's see how he does this season. Reason behind clubs never support skillful young players. They don't give chance to young players. Those are skillful and talented. ISL clubs should give game time and work on a skill of young players. Tony, I think it's football is a result game. Even if, say, for example, Kibu Okina was sacked by Kerala Blaster, if he wanted to give young player chance, your job will be on a line. So you need stability in that sense. Hyderabad had stability, so they gave young player chance. They did well. FC Goa always have been good stability. They give young player chance. The young player done well. So I think you need stability in the club before giving young chances to the player. Have you played FIFA, new FIFA 22? Atul, no, as of now, want to buy PS5, not getting on a hand on it, not available worldwide. So hopefully, once I get the PS5, I will start playing. Maybe I will open my new gaming channel where I will stream these games which I play. I play FM, I play FIFA. I have not played FIFA since 2014, but I play mobile gaming also, PES and all. So maybe I'll think about that in the future. Any ISL club that is running on a profit, can't say that at this stage. SAF podcast, Nepalese fan also watching, will be coming tomorrow. Yeah, I know about Pakistan football team, Saurav Rana, and we have talked about on a SAF football podcast. Again, I'm promoting it, will coming soon. Watch it. It is very funny, very detailed, in-depth knowledge of various countries, and do watch out for it. Coming tomorrow, most likely. कल आ ही जाएगा, तो देखते हैं. So I think that's it. We have 198 likes. Hit that like button. Let's cross 200 likes. And wait for the SAF football podcast, a new thing in Indian football, South Asian football. And this is why I wanted to do it, to bring South Asian football community together. We are not as together as ASEAN is. For example, they have lots of banter going on. the banter can be there in South Asian football, but I want us to come together. More and more engagement should happen in South Asian football, and we touch upon this, that should ISL club also have a quota for South Asian player. Allow them as a non-foreigner. Just allow your 5 foreigners, and you can sign if you good quality South Asian player is there from Nepal, from Bangladesh. I think ISL club should be allowed to do that. That will help. I think this similar thing is done in Japanese league. They have a quota for Asian players. Asian league have similar quota for Asian players. In Arab also, I think Sudesh told that the Qatar have quota for Arab players. I think that should be done. My PES ID, PES COC. You can ping me on Instagram 7Negi Ashish. I will give there, and we can play sometime you want if you want. According to which ISL club coach good for national team at this stage, if you ask me, because and they are playing with the foreigners, but Hyderabad FC coach and FC Goa coach looks to me a best bet if I have to take any of from ISL clubs at this stage. Is ATK Mohun looking for new coach? I think next season they will look for a new coach, and they know that they're targeting a coach in ISL only. So let's see how they do it. How long is Nemil contract? I think it's a new long-term contract, so I'm not showing it. I don't know exactly. I have to check. Let you guys know very soon. Podcast it's interesting. It's a banter and told by my fellow South Asian friends. So it's interesting. Do watch out for it. What about Indian football circuit? Asian football circuit. Talk about ATK Mohun Bagan disaster match. कुमार रेड्डी टच अपॉन दैट इन इनिशियल पार्ट ऑफ दिस वीडियो. आप जाके दोबारा देखना, रिपीट करूंगा, फेयर नहीं होगा बाकी लोगों के लिए. And we touch upon AFC Cup on a South Asian football podcast, so do watch out for that also. Khalid Jamil for national team. If you ever want an Indian coach, Khalid can be the best bet. Now he is the best first Indian coach to be a full-time coach of ISL club, so that's already a tick mark on his CV. What about Indian football circuit? Kumar Bhai, I touch upon this calendar circuit on the initial part of the video. Nemil should go on a Europe Srichand, if you ask me, after playing 1 or 2 seasons in India. About futsal India, I believe if Indian futsal is as important as a football, if the football in the country need to go up, and we don't have any structure in futsal, and futsal comes under All India Football Federation, by the way. They are the responsible for the futsal. Can you give the phone numbers of भाई ऐसा नहीं होता फोन. We can't reveal sources, so it's not sources, they're friends working here and there, and I've been covering Indian football for 10 years now. This year 2021 I will complete 10 years of my doing something for Indian football. I started 2011 when I started Facebook pages, group, community for Indian football on Facebook, various Orkut, if you guys remember, we were there also. So I think it's good. I have been there for 10 years, so know lots of fans before ISL who have done lots of stuff for Indian football, which is as valuable as anybody is doing anything for Indian football right now. Why ISL clubs are not giving chances to foreign players like Xavi, Pirlo for starting their manager career? I think considering the wages, it's not the same for what they need. Xavi, what he's getting in Qatar. Can we expect semis and final of ISL this season? Semis and finals, everything will in Goa, nothing going outside Goa. If Northeast India make a proper club with only Northeast tribal people, they can defeat any team in Asian club, says Tony Creation. Can be possible for sure. And no update on Ortiz. SAF podcast Rancho is coming tomorrow, most likely. Hugo was signed at 2026 contract. Doesn't he have enough potential to play a much higher level than why such a long contract? ATK Mohun Bagan wanted to protect his value. That's why they have given a long-term contract to him. Mumbai City preseason dates, Aniket Sawant, October, around 8th to 10th October, I think they will have something start going. Nemil on wing, Brendan attacking midfield is the best option. I think Brendan should play now. He has earned that number 10 chance. Nemil can deputize for him in the bench. I think that's what I think. Because now it's 4 foreigners are allowed. You need to play Brendan now on the wing as a number 10 for sure. You are great, bro. Congratulations. Decade-long journey for Indian football. Thank you, Rancho bhai. Nepalese football. I've been also following Nepalese football for a long period. Have very good friends there also. Neutral ground introduction for ISL. That's if third match I think should be a neutral ground. I personally feel they should, instead of doing home away and home away home, should do home away and neutral ground. For example, Delhi can host some matches. Ahmedabad can host some matches. Other places like in Kerala you have other places. Uh, Pune can host some matches that good infrastructure. So they have places you can have a neutral venues. You can act as a neutral venue. SAP a squad announcement tomorrow, and in today or tomorrow it can happen anytime. Your hope to under 23 championship, not much hope. To discuss about under 23 very soon. ATK Mohun Bagan will go for Zavi next year as a coach. Not possible. Don't think so. Will be foolish to do that. If they want to do spend more crores or being a coach, they need to spend more on their football structure. What do you think Nemil should play? I think as a young player, he should be ready to play at any position. But I think Nemil looks like attacking midfielder to me. But Nemil also likes to play for number 8 also. So let's see. I was watching Durand Cup. I was surprised that Mohammad Neville was not included in India 23 squad. And then this is the Nepal से भी fan बोल रहे हैं कि Mohammad Neville should be there. He's fantastic talent. That's the issue. We don't select our best player to the Indian teams. Politics, whatever the reason, coach, I'm not sure. He should be there at, should be part of senior team setup at this stage, but should be a max minimum should be there at under 23. I'm shocked as other people are. Why I say not allowing fans? I think they don't want to do the blunder which IPL done. They didn't allow the fans, but the getting more public touch points and then getting the league postponed, so they can't take that risk. Football may it's not possible to have season postponed for few months, then come back again play the remaining season. Which 4 foreigners should go a start for FC this season? So let me check. Open my foreigner sheet which I prepared and see the position wise also. FC Goa. I think forward they will have Iram starting for sure. Edu will be starting for sure. I think two, and it's between Edu and Agora. I think so. That's make Brandon position very important now. Um, Ortiz is also injured, so I think Ivan will play as a first choice. The center forward will play, and Edu will play. Then there is one position which is empty for Ortiz, Fox, and Albert Nagara. So I think it will be. I think they have the balance and in their team. Why Indian players they can rotate these foreigners accordingly, keep them fresh and everything. How do you feel? Will Komal Komal little performance at Dimshek? I think it should be good. He should be eager to play more and more football. You know, he has not played much football in last few years. Which club is most interested in Anwar Ali? There are 3 clubs which are interested in Anwar Ali. Can't take name at this stage. Negotiation still going on. After 7+4 rule, which team will surprise package? Uh, I think Hyderabad surprised us already last season, so I think they should be. So guys, thank you for joining in. We have crossed 225 likes. Do watch out for and Anwar is also not taken for the under 23 team. So I think so. I don't have much hope from under 23 championship. Rahul says 27 match league system where third neutral venue will only have 4 Indian players and at least 423 will have Indian players. Clubs can gather points here, so they will focus on more. Rahul, it's a good point, but then you have to think if you're taking football to the neutral venues, you don't want best players to play. How why will crowd come to the venues to watch that match? You know, if they want to, then they can go and watch the reserve league if they want to play just Indian players. James Rodriguez joined Alrian. We are following it. We have a person in Doha who was telling us. I think Qatari league is going, and now they are kind of the big league in Asia now in terms of attracting these players, and they're doing it of course for a reason. They have World Cup next year, so they need to get more and more football centric people in the country. Why SL team can't lease stadium like Syria team and then can get profit? They should take lease for at least 10 years. Possible. West Ham has done it for 99-year lease. Indian clubs can also do it. What went wrong with ATK Mohun? I know it, but let me know it from you. Prayag, I'm just going to end this video. You can go and watch in the start. This was in the start 5 to 10 minutes all about ATK Mohun Bagan AFC Cup. You can watch it again. Not fair to the people who have watched throughout the video and talking about same thing again. Mohammed in ISL is not true. It's false at this stage. No talks have been taken place. That's it that I can tell you about. So guys, thank you. Have got my COVID second vaccine, and I can feel that it's taking an effect now. You know, so need to head home very soon. Thank you for joining in. Do get vaccinated. Important for our country to have our full population vaccinated. And if you get vaccinated, the high chances that ISL will be back home and away next season with more games, with weekend games. So do get vaccinated. I think important it's to get vaccinated at this stage. FC Goa will win the league. Mark my words. We have marked it. Thank you guys for joining in. If you have not liked this video, do like it. We can easily reach 300 likes. We have just 229 likes now. We will have a SAF podcast coming to you guys very soon. So watch out for that. It will be available on everywhere on this channel. We'll have new South Asian football podcast branding also. So do watch out for that. Inside Indian football twice in a week, like a World Cup twice in a 4 years. I have to. So once the season start, we have to do more video work. So not possible. So we'll bring you more videos throughout the week. Don't worry about it. Are you guys covering Punjab League? We have not covered Punjab League recently because not enough content we get it from there. But we cover Kolkata Football League, Goa Pro League. We have covered Kerala. Now we are covering. So we try to cover as many as domestic state leagues. Hopefully cover Punjab also very soon. Can East Bengal secure top 4 at this season? Tough, very tough. Considering the Indian play qualities, I think maybe if coach can do the magic wand, but look tough to me. Can't wait for सैफ पॉडकास्ट. सैफ कहाँ देखें? अगर आप इस YouTube चैनल पे हैं, वीडियो फॉर्म में आपको इस YouTube चैनल पे ही मिलेगा. ऑडियो में आपको Spotify सब जगह मिल जाएगा. मैं लिंक डाल दूंगा. FIFA career mode with ISL club. For that I need to get PlayStation 5. Not able to get it. If you guys know any hack or anything who can get me that PlayStation 5, please ask him to get in touch with me. I'm ready to buy it. Maybe give it a bit extra money also if needed. But Sony is not making sure the availability of PlayStation 5 in India. I tried to get it from outside India, but it's not getting there also. Should they been trying to reach out to Nikhil, Carolis again and again? They are not ready to come, so I can't say anything that why they're not coming. GPL streaming will be there this time, likely to be there. Will Goa take with Goa taking place in first time? Durand Cup, are they going to start favorite for ISL Shield? Austin, I have asked only one club. I'm saying looking favorite to playoff, win the league is at this stage. Win the league phase is FC Goa at this stage. What is a World Cup for every 2 years? I don't believe that World Cup should be every 2 years. I think it should be 4 years, and it's another way to make more money for people who are making money already. Do you think Airam Kabara good enough? Why? What is playing style? I think it's just like number 9 who likes to drift wide, hold the ball when needed, drop deep to in a build up. So we'll do a bit detail on his profile once we touch upon the FC Goa tactical analysis video. Ashish Negi wants oil money. Oil money for what? Why no ISL club playing fast attacking from like FC Nasir? I think it's ATK Mohun Bagan was slow. It's not the FC Nasir was very fast. ATK Mohun Bagan was very slow. I given my opinion. I don't like the 2-year World Cup concept behind is that it's not going to help Indian football for sure. The reason developing countries are suggesting 2-year World Cup favoring for that means there will be more. There will be hosting boards for hosting every 2 years. More money to bribe people to win the hosting rights of the World Cup, and more money for these officials to when they vote for the who's going to host for the next World Cup. I think it should be 4 year. The way it's going, we already have Continental Championship, Asia Cup, Copa America, Euro that have 2-year World Cup. I think it's going to disturb the footballing season. I don't like the 2-year World Cup cycle, if you ask me, very honestly. Why so much negativity in Indian football? Can't say anything, but I'm not sure why. If there will be positive, hopefully people will see positive also. Is football going backwards after this AFC Cup loss? You can't say. FC Cup did well. We didn't went over the top. Say Indian clubs should be there in Champions League. We give us 4 slots in Champions League. I think it's balance. What FC Goa has done, ATK Mohun Bagan done. It's kind of balance. We are back to the zero, you can say, but it's balance. If India do not win SAF Cup, will Stemmick get sacked? I don't think so. I don't think he will get sacked for sure. Bengaluru FC young squad will be best squad if they will technically develop and will be the future of Indian football. Tony totally agreed. The way that's what the club need to do, make a reserve squad as good as Bengaluru has done. How does Star Sports fail to get broadcasting rights for Indian football team matches but successfully manage to get Caribbean Premier League, Bihar and Tamil Nadu Premier League priorities, and that shows that where they're getting the return from. So cricket give them a return. So Of course, they're not going to put extra efforts to broadcast away games of Indian football team. Ranjit Bajaj interview. Ranjit is a good old bhai friend. We have worked together for a past. We'll bring him someday on a some show. Maybe I don't want to. I don't like the Zoom type of podcast face to face. So once I will ask him when he's coming to Delhi, our studio will be ready. We'll ask him to come to the studio and then talk. I think that will be more interesting. Doing on a Zoom doesn't make me happy. Mumbai chances AFC Champions League. We'll discuss about Mumbai chances Champions League once come closer. I think they should try to at least do the minimum what FC Goa has done. So let's see if they can go next step. That will be great for Indian football. Only three academies in India: BFC, FGG, FC Goa, Minerva. You have to add Tata Football Academy, Reliance Youth Foundation, Shillong Lajong. There is Academy of Dampo, Salgaonkar. They have built the academies. They are academies. You can't say as good as these we have mentioned, but but those are not enough. India should have at least 50 football academies. At least 50 football academies. Who can be AFF next AFF president? I think it's kind of will be done very soon. So I can't take names, but I know that who can be. Is this SAP podcast pre-recorded or it will live? It's a pre-recorded. We recorded yesterday, so it will come. Neeraj bhai. So and we do live streaming, but SAF games will bring people live on a show. That will be the video we're going to do. Can you bring Bayern Munich, Bayern München physical fitness coach to make our player more physical strong? That's another good demand people have been putting. I think, guys, thank you. It's fun, great chatting, guys. Again, 1 hour 30 minutes. I never know when time flies like so fast when you do this series. Great. I can see people being here from very first episode. Today is 36th episode. Very soon we're going to 50 episode. Thank you for all the love and support. Keep supporting Indian football. Keep supporting Indian sports. Keep watching Khel Now TV. Keep reading khelnow.com, and you can get our social media links on description tab, including my Twitter. I keep on posting interesting stuff on Twitter. I put it up whole thread on ATK Mohun Bagan performance just after the full time whistle. So you can go to my Twitter, can follow me. Can follow me on Instagram, which is 7 Negi Ashish. Number 7 Negi Ashish. You know my name, so that's my Instagram. So I try to respond as many people I can whenever I want, whenever I can. Sir, according to which new team will be added in ISL next year? Can't at this stage can't say, but you will know very soon. Collab with 420 grams. They can try Sich and buy, but they are doing fantastic job for Indian football. So it's not that we want to. Let's see. India ISL needs more oil money, says Bharat Bharta. But Batara Pranot. Sorry if I've taken your name, pronounced your name wrongly. Sandesh Jingan still recovering. And last week I told 10 days, so I think it's still 3 more days to go before he start his football training. Why Kerala Blaster always trolled by other Indian club fans? Just like Kerala Blaster troll other club fans, it's banter. Banter should take place. Merging of I League ISL not going to happen very soon for sure. Relegation maybe 3 years after down the line. Which club is sponsored by Emirates? Can't say. I don't know. I have not followed up on that topic. I think, guys, thank you. We have 242 likes. If you have not liked this video, do like it. I will see you guys again on next week Friday with episode 37 and SAF podcast coming tomorrow. To watch it, to share it with your friends and family and everybody you know. It will be great. Thank you guys for joining in. There is new mod also in the chat now. So see you guys soon. You can follow me on Twitter. Link in description. Social media links of Khel Now in description. Keep reading, keep watching. Thank you guys.